Okay, I've been really busy lately. I haven't had time to make these videos. I really want to. There's so many things I want to go over and cover and talk about, document, all of the above. I'm just doing everything else I can right now to try to get ahead or just to keep afloat. But I just got some news that my daughter's friend got attacked at school today. I'm not going to say any names or anything like that, but I saw the video and I heard the story, talked to the parent, and I just had to get this out. It wasn't this way in school. There was like a zero tolerance thing for fighting at some point, but not my as far back as my memory goes in school. Some people would get in a fight, they'd evaluate the situation. One person just went up and punched somebody. The person that got punched didn't get suspended. So apparently the way that it works now in a high school is if one person attacks another person, both of them, and the other person doesn't fight back, both of them are suspended. So the person that attacked the friend got suspended for 9 days. The victim of the ambush attack, and I'm going to explain that, got 5 days suspended. So, okay, I'm going to give you the history of, as far as I know in this situation. And this isn't just about these two girls. This is about any kid in school that's going to be in this situation. It's really a conundrum. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place in this decision, because schools are teaching kids to be victims by not allowing them to defend themselves. So these two girls there's teenage drama in school. These two girls were texting back and forth. Somebody asked somebody, hey, what did she say about this girl? Game operator, telephone, whatever you call it. People call it different things. Words get mixed around. So the two girls are texting back and forth. The initiator of the fight texted and said, why don't we just talk this out? Oh, I almost said her name. The victim, who I know personally and is a very nice, very sweet young lady that she's smart, but she doesn't process how shady people operate as fast as some other people do. She's just kind and doesn't have that kind of criminal mind where she would think, well, is this girl asking me to come to the bathroom to talk, to punch me in the face? She just probably thought, the only thought in her mind was, hey, she wants to talk this out. Awesome, I'll go talk this out. Which is what adults should do. What they should be teaching kids to do is to learn to talk things out, because when you become an adult, you have to talk things out. You can't punch somebody in the face, they'll throw you in prison. So the victim walks to the bathroom to go talk this out. So any rational person that when they get a message that says, let's talk this out, and they go to do that, that sounds like a good decision to me. On her way to meet this person, let's see, we should call her we're going to call her the defendant. That should be what her, so the future defendant jumps out from nowhere and ambushes the victim and just starts beating and punching on her. The victim grabs for whatever, and I saw the video, grabs some hair, grabbed a shirt, and is laying on the ground saying, I don't want to fight you, I don't want to fight you, please stop, I don't want to fight you, after being attacked. So she went to talk it out. She did not initiate any kind of physical violence. She was literally ambushed and attacked and did not fight back and was suspended for 5 days. I'm pissed. This isn't even my kid, and I'm pissed. There are video cameras everywhere on these school campuses. Everywhere. If a learning director or principal or somebody there has any concern about liability, they would look at those cameras and they would reconsider suspending the victim of a premeditated assault. So, which is exactly what this is. So this girl texted and said, meet me at the bathroom so we can talk it out. So she could ambush and attack this other girl who did not even fight back, who got suspended for 5 days. This is bizarro world. What is going on here? So now that the victim is taught that when you're attacked, you are still responsible for your attack, and that nobody is going to stand up for you or actually look into what happened to you. And to not defend yourself. So they're teaching these young ladies, you know, they're pretty young ladies. They're going to be out walking around downtown art walk or whatever it is, the thing is they like when they're adults. And after they've been indoctrinated in these schools for 20-something years, being taught to never fight back, they actually get attacked in the real world and they don't fight back. You know, they're not just going to get suspended for 5 days. They're going to lose their life. So this is a huge, huge issue. This is the reason why cameras are on campus. It's supposed to be. Why do we have cameras on campus? You know, my son was jumped in Norman, Oklahoma by 6 guys. There were cameras everywhere at that school. I went into the office. I said, I want to see those cameras. Guess what? Oh, it was broken that day. It is amazing how many fucking cameras break when they are needed to show some kind of evidence. You know, this broken camera syndrome is getting ridiculous. If none of the fucking cameras work, then get rid of them. None of these cameras seem to work. The only cameras that we can seem to get footage from are citizens. And the only other footage that we can get from any kind of government without having, you have to fill out a FOIA request. So this is a school, we can't fill out a FOIA request because there's minors. So you would have to literally take these people to court, start a civil suit, subpoena the video from those cameras so you could see what actually happened and that this young lady was jumped, was attacked, was a victim of premeditated assault. I don't care if somebody said, hey, let's meet at the bathroom to talk it out. If those kids know, even if those kids know, hey, you know, when people, you know, unless that's their specific code word, hey, let's go talk it out. They know for sure that means we're going to get in a fight. But if somebody says, let's go talk it out, just because other people go fight in the bathroom doesn't mean that that's what this young lady's intentions were. You know, if that's what her intentions were, to go in there and just get in a fight, then yeah, she should have got suspended. But it's that clearly, to me, and I'd like to see the school video footage too. And if I'm proven wrong, I'd say, hey, I'm wrong, but this does not sound okay to me at all, this whole situation. It sounds like something that could be a huge liability for the school if they don't take care of that. And that little domestic terrorists' parents, if they have any money, if they're not, you know, floating on other people's money. It could be a big deal for them, you know, their cars and their house and everything that they might have worked real hard for, if I'm not sure. You know, all that could be gone because of that. All right, I got that out. I don't like bullying at all, and we need to talk about it. You know, when it happens, just can't say, oh, I'll just brush it under the rug. You know, it's probably like both their fault. I really do not think this is both of these kids' faults. I think that if we looked into it, the victim was lured into this situation, and entrapped. So that's my 2 cents. But I really do not like the, oh, and I said, I'm glad I remembered this. I said, well, why didn't she fight back? You know, if you're getting attacked, you can't just let somebody pummel you. You can't do it. You gotta fight back, you know? And my daughter's reaction was like, oh gosh, she can't fight back. You know, she's such a sweet kid. She doesn't think that way, I guess. But, you know, even though I've taught her to protect herself if anybody tries to hurt you, she probably would. She punches pretty hard, actually. But she said, well, she would have got kicked off the team. So I thought, wait a minute. So, okay, so you are a victim of premeditated assault. Not just like assault, not just you gave somebody a dirty look and they walked up and punched you. Premeditated assault, where this other girl said, meet me here to talk it out. Okay, go over there, talk it out. Boom, get punched, drop to the ground, on your back, saying I don't want to fight. If she were to have fought back, she would have got kicked off of the softball team for fighting back, so she didn't get her teeth knocked out or her eye gouged out, or, you know, something like that. You can't always just assume somebody's going to fight you fairly. That's when you lose your life or you're permanently injured. You know, we can't keep going this way in society. This is nonsense. For all you people that are, you know, saying there's got to be a better way. You've never had your ass just kicked. You've never had somebody just take control of you and kick your ass, either physically, mentally, physiologically, in any aspect of your life. You haven't just had the shit kicked out of you, so you just don't get it. You don't understand how it is to have to be able to stand up for yourself, physically, verbally, whatever you have to do. Our society will go down even faster if that continues. Protect yourself. You're off the team. Well, wait, there's video of this person attacking me. No, you're off the team. We're professional victims now. That's how things are going to be. You know, don't let your kids don't put up with this. Don't put up with this. I would love to see a lawsuit filed, and so somebody would subpoena that video footage. All right, I'm out. I'm going back to work. I'm listing hats around the world. Oh, here's my plug. Here's my plug for my store. Hats around the world. Just Google hats around the world with no spaces and then space, and then type in eBay, and it should be the very first link. There's over 17,000 used, some new, some vintage baseball hats, different random hats. Let's see here. What we got here? This is how I'm funding my life until maybe journalism kicks in. So I better just keep doing the hats, because I'm not really the greatest journalist. I just like to talk about current events and stuff like that. We'll see how that goes. All right, hats around the world, everybody. Got to help me keep up with the trolls that are coming to Hats Around the World. I talked about how the CIA had a $600 million contract with the Washington Post, with Amazon. You know, they own the Washington Post. And a few days later, Washington Post hat sells. It's clean. There's no problem with it. It gets to where it's going, and get a return request and saying, this hat stinks. I want my money back. You didn't disclose the bad smell. It didn't smell. You know, like, of course they're going to complain about something that is not provable. You know, you can't prove that it didn't smell when it left the hat. What am I going to do? Like, I started taking pictures of what the hats looked like, so when somebody got it and they said, this one's faded out, and I send them a picture. Well, this is what it looked like when I sent it to you. This is the date, here's the metadata, you know. So now they just go, oh, well, it smelled. How can I can't record a smell on my phone. Not yet, that's probably around the corner. Disclosure, maybe we'll be able to do that. That'd be great. I've got some smells I like to say from my neighbors. And people that premeditate crimes. I'm willing to bet that there were some gang stalker kids. That's the way this whole thing sounds, the way they operate, and taught by their parents to do some of this stuff. We will see. We will see eventually. All right, everybody, have a good day.